as we saw this project, we thought, you know, what better opportunity than to let this development team come share its vision directly with you, cut out the middleman, me, and let you hear exactly what their plan is, and from the owner. This project brings not only a development plan at this point, but also an anchor tenant with it. And with that, I'd like to yield my time over to the development team, led by Steve Gunther. Oh, you're right behind me. Very good.
Steve, for your presentation, do you want the lights up? What's the plan? You sure? Okay.
I can take this off here. You have enough cord? All right, cool. Tonight, Mayor and Board of Aldermen and Board of Alderwomen, I'm here to kind of give you an idea of what we've been envisioned with for over 2 years. Over 2 years ago, Tim Truesdale came to Ed and myself with a possible client that could want to relocate into the Raytown area. And after having met Ida and talked with her for even a short period of time, we kind of understood immediately that she would have a dramatic impact on the possible downtown redevelopment area. So in the last 2 years, we've developed this package waiting for this RFP to come out. And so we've had a little bit of an advantage, but it doesn't take much to get an idea of where we can go with this. Ida has been in this business for a long time. She started sewing when she was 11 years old. She did costume design work for stage and theater for 25 plus years. 20 years ago, she got into the bridal business with Ida's Custom Veils. And 10 years ago, she opened up her own shop, took out a $50,000 loan. And since that time, 10 years ago, she's a multi-million-dollar a year business. She has multi-millions in stock that are paid for, and I'm gonna estimate sells 20 to 30 gowns a week. And if you've read anything in the Kansas City Small Business Magazine March issue, I think I got it from Vicki Turnbow, there's over 16,000 weddings in the Kansas City area a year. The average cost for those weddings are over $20,000. The actual average bridal dress alone is $1,500. So it doesn't take much to see the type of clientele that would be coming into the Raytown area. Ida's business, she handles a lot of custom lines. Only her shop can deal those custom lines. She's been voted the #1 bridal business in the Knot magazine for the last 5 or 6 years, and she's built her business based on her reputation. Ida is also a Raytown resident. She moved here in 1968. She's raised her family here, and she's had this vision of bringing her business into Raytown ever since she started. Now that she's nationally known, and she has an exclusive business pretty much in a 6-state area, but also known nationally, like I said, she can move her business anywhere. And she's been offered retail space in a lot of different areas, and she's turned it down because she has this vision of what could become of Raytown, especially the downtown area, in a short period of time if this project were to go. So we're going to go ahead and go through a couple of the slides real quick. We're kind of giving you an idea of what the inside of just the bridal area would look like with the custom gowns, the staircase that goes to the 2nd floor level where the more custom designer line. Ida designs her own gowns also. She just doesn't carry in the, the elite line. She actually does her own designs too and puts them together. Most of the time she sews in her own house, but this facility is going to allow her to do it here. Go ahead. Along with her retail business, she also is envisioning a wedding chapel. From her existing 6,000 square foot business and retail, she'll be expanding to around 24, and then she wants to add an actual bridal chapel, non-denominational. So any young lady that would prefer to have a whole package deal can actually get married here also. And the actual building's been designed to be a landmark kind of building with features that are kind of timely for the area and also unique to the area. Part of the chapel area is actually going to have a bridal suite for the bride and the bridesmaids, and the groom and his servants are also taken care of in their own area. So I mean, it's a full package deal. We haven't been left out, guys. So, and then the third part of this whole facility is a banquet facility, so that from the wedding they can go straight to the banquet. And the actual banquet facility has been set up more or less with the idea of a convention center. It's got a big front mall to it. The reception area can be broken down into various smaller rooms for use other than just wedding receptions. It can be used for any kind of convention area, and it's her desire to actually provide this space for the local community, because this facility will seat up to about 540 people in a banquet setting. This slide is basically depicting the development area. Phase 1 is actually her bridal business area, and phase 2 is the second phase, which would be a retail and office building adjacent to her formal shop area. So go ahead. This breakdown here, items basically initialed, let's go with 1-1, that's the actual chapel area. 1-2 is the banquet facility. 1-3 is her actual retail space, two-story retail space there. 1-4, you really can't see it too well, but it's the actual garden area. One of the unique features of this proposal is that she also wants to be able to provide outdoor weddings and receptions. So there, the outdoor wedding area can actually seat over 500 too, so that's a fairly major area. And then 1-5 is just a parking area that basically supplies the parking requirements for it. And then items 2-6 and 2-7 are those retail and office spaces. We've had a lot of interest so far in those spaces, just in talking with several local businesses, but everybody remembers Big Mama's. She's very interested in relocating in one of the retail spaces here. Ed and I have even talked about relocating our office, but there's several other companies too that are looking at relocating here. And then with Ida's business itself, just the nature of her business is going to bring other businesses into Raytown. She currently has many affiliations that she deals exclusively with, and they want to be with her. So the idea is that we will be providing space for them and trying to get signed contracts so that we can go forward with phase 2 just as soon as we start with phase 1. And here again, that is something that we're kind of expecting is going to happen relatively quickly. This is the first floor plan. It kind of gives you an idea of what the banquet facility, the chapel, the banquet facility on the far left, the wedding chapel towards the middle left, and then the retail space that would actually be facing north, and then on the right side is the retail shops on the first floor of the second phase building. And then second floor area, obviously the banquet facility and the chapel area is more than a two-story space. The second floor of Ida's retail space where custom designer lines are, and then the first floor of offices that we're showing. Actually, that building would have what we're proposing as 2 floors of offices above the retail.